I'm David Glover. I train with Hard Drive Mixed Martial Arts here in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. I'm doing this full time again. I'm in here every day, 2 times a day, putting my work in and getting stuff done, and I'm just in a good place and I'm good to go. So.
My name's Anthony Nache. I train out of MFS and I'm from East Moline. I think, he has to be confident. He comes from a great camp, and I know they'll prepare him well. He's a decent fighter. Like I said, he has a good camp, so I think he'll bring a pretty good fight. But as long as I stick to my game plan, I think I'll get the win.
I'm going to be ready for him. I know he's a striker. I understand that a lot of people think I'm going to capitalize on the ground, but I'm going to be coming with my fists, and I'm going to try to beat him where he's best at and show I'm the better guy.
He can say what he wants, but it's where I want to take the fight. He can try to stand with me, but we've seen in the past guys who say they'll do that, and they intend to stand, but they get hit and they go down, and next thing you know, they're getting ground pounded. So, I'll be ready wherever the fight goes, wherever I want to take it.
I'm wrestling background, and I'm big on the whole wrestling thing, but I'll stand and bang with anybody too. So
I believe I can out-grapple him. So if I want to take him down and beat on him, and I'll do that. Or if I want to stand and knock him out, the fans can have that too.
From what I see, he's got heavy hands, but it also seems like he doesn't really throw combos with him. He just lands and tries to knock the person out.
A lot of guys are just martial artists. I've been a fighter my whole life. You'll see it when I get in the cage. It turns off, it's not fun anymore. This is serious. I'm coming to hurt you until that ref stops me.
If he catches me, I'll revert back to what I need to and embrace the grind and put it through him. So.
I'm not just a martial artist or a fighter, I'm a complete package, and that's what he's going to get.
I'm not going to stick to any game plan either. I'm going to go out there and do what I need to do and what presents itself, like I always try to do.
I'm going to keep doing my part, keep coming. I love to put on a good show for everybody. I look to entertain. I really appreciate the God-given talent I have, and I'm going to keep working hard, and hopefully everybody enjoys my talent, my performance on October 12th.
Making his way to the cage tonight in our co-main event here at Cage Aggression 11, the Uprising, David the Nightmare Glover with a professional record of 1-1 at lightweight, representing Hard Drive and Cedar Rapids, Iowa.
I know David, when I got a chance to talk to him, was really sort of keeping things close to the vest. He didn't want to, dish out his strategy. I can really understand that, especially when you're having you're fighting an opponent of the caliber of Nache. But I know there's been a lot of drama on Facebook over this fight. It's kind of cool to a certain extent to see those things happen, but I would much rather see guys handle these sort of things in the cage. And fortunately for us, that's exactly what we get to see tonight.
Exactly. And fortunately for us, that's exactly the motto of Kick and Make Up. Yes. Remember, don't take it to the streets. Take it to the cage and kick and make up.
Yes. So what should we expect tonight from Glover, having seen him fight a little bit before? I know that he said that he's changed some things up. And I always sort of, wonder when you have guys who say that they've changed things, is that going to be a good thing or a bad thing?
In fighting Nache too, it's gonna be a good thing when you switch things up always. You add more to your arsenal. You just can't abandon your original plan, is the thing. When you see wrestlers get happy with punches, you can't abandon the wrestling game because you're a striker now. You got to incorporate it all together. Making his way to the cage tonight in the co-main event here at Cage Aggression 11, Anthony the Prince Nache with a perfect professional record of 1-0 in his lightweight fight, representing Militich Fighting Systems and East Moline, Illinois.
Nache said that he had been, 100% focused on his strength and conditioning this go around, and you can see it. He's in excellent shape, definitely the best shape that I've ever seen him in.
Yes.
There's a lot of hard work and dedication that goes into that.
And that's something too that has been a notch in the con column for Nache before, is that his cardio, he had knockout power, tremendous knockout power, but his cardio, even though he did go to the later rounds, you knew that if he just tweaked his cardio and strength and conditioning a little bit, he would be an unstoppable force. And now we've seen him do that. It shows, and it could be a very scary Anthony Nache.
Yeah, and
already was a scary Nache. So
right.
I mean, it's just one of those things that evolving as a professional, he's taking his professional career very, very, very seriously, and it shows today just already with the shape that he's in.
Right, and he's a knockout artist. It's really hard to take on guys who specialize in knocking you out.
Exactly.
Really, overly heavy-handed. I mean, that's heavy-handed is probably, downplaying his power a little bit. Crazy power. So, David Glover has a tall task ahead of him, but, just seeing his training, I know that he's ready for it too.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is our co-main event of the evening and is scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds in the Cage Aggression Professional Lightweight Division. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall and weighing in at 161.5 pounds. He trains with Hard Drive MMA and is sponsored by New Life, D'Amber, Cocktails, Max Muscle, D.D. Trucking, Scott Power Chiropractic Clinic, and Curtis Construction. Joining us from Cedar Rapids, Iowa, he's your former Cage Aggression welterweight champion, David the Nightmare Glover! And his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. He stands 5 feet 6 inches tall and weighing in at 159.5 pounds. He trains with Militich Fighting Systems and is sponsored by Complete Nutrition, The Track Spot, Good Stuff Graphics and Design, Fade to Black, and New Style Barber Shop. Joining us from East Moline, Iowa, he's your former Cage Aggression Bantamweight Champion, Anthony the Bruce Nache!
Here we go with our co-main event tonight here at Cage Aggression 11. Anthony Nache versus David Glover. David Glover in the black Warrior shorts. Anthony Nache in the white.
Nache's usually a fast starter, so we should see some fireworks right off top. And the usual East Mo champs for Anthony Nache.
Already lands a shot to the body and to the face. And Glover answers his back and pushes Nache out.
Yeah, really nice body shot there by Glover.
And that's the thing, if Glover did his homework, he knows that Nache has such heavy hands, lands a huge kick right there, and just goes at landed that one too. Very big thud. And it's just Nache's style. He just goes at you and he's heavy-handed, and you gotta fight fire with fire.
If I was Glover, I would be really trying to, close the gap. You don't want to give Nache any space.
Right there, I mean, just the snap of that punch that comes out is huge. There's that tie clinch from Glover.
That's a really smart thing that Glover's doing there. And, he was able to land a nice knee out of that tie clinch.
You got to keep him close. I mean, that way, at least he doesn't get that range and that torque. It's something that Nache is just known for and puts people down fight after fight. This is farther than you've seen, somebody go
right,
with Nache.
Right.
And,
it's only a few seconds in, but yeah.
And that's just how it is. I mean, it's been a while since we've seen Nache go to the deep waters.
Right.
And mentally for Glover too, getting past the first round with Nache is already,
nice trip takedown there by Nache.
The standing guillotine that Nache wants and does a sprawl and lands a good knee. Nache going for got the double leg, and Glover does a good job of spreading his legs.
And so aggressive, so much speed that comes with what he does too.
That's something that Nache's pulling from Milicic too. He was not a fan of wrestling.
No.
But just the fact that he dropped down for the double leg there is showing just how much evolution is in life Anthony Nache.
Really nice shot there by Glover as they moved away.
Nice retreat shot. Glover doing a good job of keeping his shoulder in the way. Lands a big shot there.
Yeah. Glover has a nice chin. He's taking these shots, and he's not going down.
Right.
You got to worry about the cumulative effect of that, though.
Yeah. After a while,
those add up. They add up.
That already tonight, where after 3, 4, 5 big shots, you're going down.
Really nice short elbows there by Glover too. I love the elbows. They can really open up a cut on your opponent with those elbows.
And the way to do that early when you don't have a lot of difference, you just kind of push the face away and your elbow's just right there anyway.
Yep.
So surprisingly, a lot of this fight, in the clinch.
Right.
Glover looking to get out of it. Nache throws a big shot there. Goes for the double A again, can't get it. Glover looking to take him down right there.
Oh, right into the
wants to suplex him there. Nache staying very heavy and doing a good job of not letting Glover take him down either.
Nice big suplex there by Glover.
Too, right when I say that too, just works very hard for that.
Big shot from the top by Glover is there too.
Big hammer fists and looking to end this one. The rear naked. Got one hook in, looking for
both hooks in.
Got the
body triangle
locked in.
Now he's going to go up top for the guillotine.
Looking for the rear naked choke here. Body triangle's locked in. It's so hard to get out of that. You can spin out of it, but
yeah, and with these professional rounds, this round is really close to ending.
Even deeper this time, and looking to end it right there. Looking for the big rear naked choke, and as soon as you see Glover arch his back, it's locked in tight.
Nache did a great, wow. Just being able to get out of there.
Now he can shake him off as he's too high, but can transition into the arm bar.
Nache's holding on to that arm, exactly what he should do.
Over to finish it.
Nache jumps into full mount. Awesome transition there by Nache.
The co-main event.
Yeah,
Any other fight right there, it would have been over.
Big fist there by Nache.
Wakes Nache up a little bit and gets him fighting in too. This is it's a classic Nache Glover type.
Oh yeah, this is great. This is great. Glover smartly keeping that hand on the ground so that he can avoid those knees.
They're actually looking to take that rule away from mixed martial arts because so many. And here comes the guillotine, but doesn't get it. There's a lot of controversy with keeping your hand down and not being able to be kneed in the face, so they're looking almost a low blow right there.
Right. Coming to the end of a action-packed first round.
Great job from both fighters. This back and forth, man. Another one of those fights where don't want to be a judge, happy to be a commentator.
And so much energy being expelled right there. A lot of blood coming from, looks like the ear of Glover right there. Hope that he hasn't, done any, major damage to the inner ear or anything like that, because I know that can affect your balance and everything. Right.
So going into round 2 after a round like that, you've got to think that, you know, Nache's probably surprised that he's in round 2 with Glover. Glover's confidence has got to be up there. You don't want to just run it in the middle in the cage either and throw it all out right now.
And I think both of these guys' strategy have been effective so far. So, you know, you just keep doing what you were doing. Now probably wouldn't be a good time to change things up.
You got to get the fight back to the ground. That's where you want it.
Yep.
Nache's still throwing a lot of heat with everything he throws. Glover
almost able to get the bag.
Too, and now Nache's got him from behind a little bit. It's got to. You want to exploit that, you know, ear too that's bleeding. I mean, I know it sounds bad, but
yeah, it's strategy. You have to take advantage of any weakness you see in your opponent.
Good job from the Glover running Nache back into the cage and really being aware of where he's at and where he wants Nache, looking for the trip.
Yep, and also, just the way that Glover's positioning his legs, you know, both of these guys are, you know, really at the highest level, you know, that we've seen tonight. And a night that's been, you know, full of great fights.
Big shot right there, kind of wobbles Glover. Big shot.
Huge kick right there by Nache. Huge body kick right there by Nache.
He's still writhing in pain.
Oh. Yeah, that's tough when you get a body shot like that. Jesus. Man.
He's still doubled over in pain. I mean, that one came through all the way.
Yeah, and it was.
That's that shin to the body, to the liver. And you can't, I mean, you're done. You fold in half. We've seen it with Showtime Pettis to Donald Cerrone. I mean, it's over. It's done. And you're going to be feeling that tomorrow, and he's still not up. Which is, you know, it all attests to Nache, man, for riding out that first round, being very, very close to a loss, and then coming out and just throwing out that kick. One kick is all it took, and he was done. And he followed up with enormous hammer fists and shots, and that's just how he fights. He comes out, he just demolishes opponents. But I will give it to Glover for, you know, getting closer than anybody's gotten in a long time.
And you know, being able to dish out a lot of damage to Nache, you know, that's something that you don't really see a lot. But you know, man, you just seeing him double over in the pain that he's in, you know, that's tough.
Right, great show of sportsmanship from both guys. It doubled over. That's the picture right there.
Right. Yep.
That's doubled over in pain, lifting the guy that just grabbed his hand in the air.
Right.
It doesn't get any better. Somebody had better taken a picture of that.
Right.
Because that's what this whole night's all about.
Right.
He can't even hardly stand, but he had enough to raise the arm.
Right. And that just shows. That shows what, you know, what type of competitors these guys are. You know, they're willing to put everything out there. Glover's, you know, still doubled over in pain. Might have a broken rib. A cracked rib, you know, it could be anything from getting a body shot like that. But, you know, he's still willing to hold up his opponent's arm in victory.
Right.
Anthony the Prince Nache improves his record to 2-0 with a huge win tonight over David the Nightmare Glover.